Chapter 378, The Rise of JD the Nocturnal. It starts in the Dakota City prison. I was visiting Francis in the courtyard. Me, so prison life hasn't been too kind for you, hasn't it? Francis, no it hasn't, JD. Ever since you cured me I've been left with nothing. Me, well that happens in prison. But it's never too late for you to redeem yourself. Francis, how can I redeem myself? I've done so many crimes against you and the city that it goes beyond all understanding. Me, I know Francis, but that was because you were lashing out against the world for the pain you felt at the hands of your family. Francis, how did you know that? Me, your eyes. They do say that the eyes are the window into the soul and they tell everything. Francis, you're right and I can't argue with that. You're right, JD. My parents hated me and they did all kinds of terrible things to me from age 5 until today. They hate me with a vengeance and they want nothing to do with me. Crying, because of them I became a monster. Me, it's not your fault, Francis. If anyone is to blame, it's those monster parents of yours and they need to be punished to the fullest extent of the law. In fact, the reason I came here was to ask if you would like to join the redemption squad. Francis, count me in. I want to change my ways. Me, wise choice. Welcome aboard, man. Francis, thanks, JD. I'm sorry for all those things I did to you. Me, it's all right, man. To tell you the truth, it was perfect for me because it made me stronger and got me to protect my friends and loved ones. Francis, that's cool. Maybe it can do the same for me. You must be really desperate to come to me for help, JD. Me, trust me. I didn't want to. But you were Clayface's partner and my great sparring partner over the course of 11 years. It's only fair that we give you the chance to help him. Francis, true, but how do you know that you can really trust me? Me, because if you decide to double-cross us, we'll kill you in seconds. Francis, fair enough. But now that I don't have my powers, I'll need a weapon. Me, you can have one of Stewie's flamethrowers and volcano gun. Francis, sounds good. Now, where do we start? Me, let's go home. We went back home and in the living room everyone was shocked that I brought Francis with me. Lori, what is he doing here? Me, it's all right, guys. Francis wants to redeem himself. Just let him explain himself. Francis explained his horrific background. Francis, crying, and that's why I became who I was. I'm so sorry, guys. William, it's okay, Francis. Leslie, you're not the only one that's been through what you have. Like you, before we became Agony, me and Ashley were savagely abused by our former father. He was a monster. Meg, and me, Stewie and Brian, were abused by the Griffins. Stewie, that's right. Sam, my former parents were merciless to me. Me, see Francis, you're not the only one that went through what you went through. Francis, you're right, man. Thank you. Now I know that I can be helped with this. Me, that's the spirit. Now we have a job to do. There's some kind of creature terrorizing the zoo in Gotham. Witnesses are saying that it's a werewolf. Lincoln, a werewolf? Lainey, how can that be? Me, I don't know. But whatever it is, it's not good and we need to find out what it is. Lynn, the full moon was 4 weeks ago, right? Me, yes, and the next full moon is tomorrow night. Francis, I want to get Clayface to help us. Me, that's understandable. He wants to get revenge on Daggett for turning him into Clayface. Max, Rachel, Lincoln, Paige, Redemption Squad, you all come with me. Lola, you gather some dirt on Roland Daggett we can present to the FBI, CIA, and Interpol. Lola, I'm on it, JD. Me, all right. Let's head out. We went to Arkham Asylum in Gotham. Me, Arkham Asylum, home to Gotham's most dangerous criminals. Lincoln, I've heard about this place. It's considered the ultimate prison in Gotham. Lainey, it's horrible. Francis, it's hard to imagine that Arkham Asylum is that dangerous. Me, yep. And once we set foot in there, it's like stepping through the gates of hell. We went into the asylum and saw some of the most insane nutcases in the country. Me, boy, these guys are seriously screwed up. Lainey, they are really mentally broken. Lincoln, no kidding. We went to the cells and saw Clayface in his cell reading. Me, Matt Hagen aka Clayface. Clayface, JD. Knudsen and friends, surprised to see all of you here. Lincoln, same here. Me, we have a strange proposition for you. Clayface, and what would that be? Me, how would you like to get out of here and have your revenge on Roland Daggett? Clayface, that is an offer I can't refuse. But why should I trust you? Me, because this will be a chance to not only get revenge but also redeem yourself. After we capture Daggett, we're going to send him and his cronies to the most dangerous prison in the galaxy. Dramatic voice, crematoria. Thunder and lightning crashes in the background. Lincoln, what's crematoria? Me, it's a triple supermax prison that's only reserved for the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. The worst of the worst. Scene shows the planet Crematoria. It's an extremely hostile planet. Me, planet Crematoria is an extremely hostile planet located in the Ignean system about 3,700 light-years away from Earth. The planet is considered one of the most inhospitable and most dangerous planets in the universe. The reason for this is because the temperatures are extremely dangerous. The temperature of the day side of the planet is over 700 degrees Fahrenheit, and anyone that's on that side will be killed instantly. On the night side, the temperature is minus 300 degrees. One side you burn, the other you freeze. The reason it's so hot on this planet is because of the planet's close proximity to its parent star. I call Crematoria an Earth-size Mercury. Lincoln, that's awful. Lainey, that sounds like a nightmare world. Clayface, it sure does. I had no idea such a place even existed. Me, yet. Here's what the surface looks like. I snap my fingers and an illusion forms and we saw what crematoria looks like. It was a horrific world that made even hell itself look like child's play. Lincoln, whoa. So this is crematoria. Lainey, this place is really scary. Clayface, it sure is. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like here. Francis, this place is a nightmare. Maria, it sure is. Me, it is. This planet makes hell look like a mere walk in the park compared to it. Rachel, and this planet is home to the most dangerous criminals in the galaxy. That's horrific. I would call this place a death sentence in its entirety. Me, you got that right, Ratch. This place is truly a form of capital punishment amplified 200 times. Venom, you got that right, JD. We are terrified of this place already. Francis, me too. The illusion vanished and we were back in Arkham. Me, so what do you say, Matt? You with us? Clayface, it's a deal. I release him. Maria, I hope there are no hard feelings between us. Francis. Francis, Nat. I'm actually happy that you got your life back. To Clayface, how are you feeling, buddy? Clayface, right now, I'm happy that I'm getting revenge on Daggett. And I'm even more happy that you are helping me just like the old days. Me, alright. First we're going after one of his cronies, Professor Milo. Clayface, I know him. He's the one that gave me the Renew stuff. Me, that's good that you know him. Maybe we can find something to reverse your condition. Clayface, Nat. I'm good, JD. I know where his lab is. We follow Clayface to Milo's lab and he lead us into it. It was loaded with all kinds of chemicals, notes and more. Lainey, look at all this stuff. Lincoln, yeah. Lisa would find a use for this. Rachel, I'm sure she would. Francis, this is all strange stuff. I see a beaker full of blue-green liquid. Me, I wonder what this stuff is. Lincoln, I don't know. Lisa always performs experiments on us, so give it a try. Me, okay. I drink the beaker and it made my muscles grow a little. Me, whoa. It's a steroid formula. But then I got an unexpected surprise when the full moon appeared out of the clouds. I was in excruciating pain. Me, groans in pain. What's happening to me? I saw my body get all furry and felt my ears get pointy. My eyes become glowing yellow and slit. My teeth become fangs and my fingernails and toenails became claws and I grow a wolf tail. Me, whoa. What a rush. Lincoln, JD, you've become a werewolf. Me, I have? Maria, yes, see for yourself. Maria formed a mirror of water and I look at myself and I was shocked. Me, gasp. I'm a werewolf. Lainey, this is so cool. Rachel, what can you do with this power? Me, well, my senses have been enhanced and I can hear everything in the city from a long distance away and I can see everything in the dark. Everything I see is all yellow and you guys are all glowing in my vision. Clay face, that's amazing. What was that stuff you drank? Me, it was a steroid drink and I think there was something with wolf DNA in it. Suddenly my new enhanced hearing picked up something at the stadium under construction. Me, I hear something at the stadium. Riku, what is it? Me, it's Anthony Romulus. At the stadium, Anthony Romulus was with Professor Milo and the light of the full moon was causing him to change. Anthony, groans in pain, you fool. There's no telling what the werewolf might do. Professor Milo, hey. Ask me if I care. Anthony changed into a werewolf. Professor Milo, now go. Your victim is waiting. Me, gasp. Professor Milo has Batman. Let's go. We hightailed it over to the stadium and arrived to see Professor Milo standing in front of a ruined cabin and Batman was chained to the stadium floor. I land by him and grab him by the front of his shirt. Me, Professor Milo. Just the man we've been looking for. Professor Milo, what? You're a werewolf too? Me, that's right. Professor Milo, who are you? Me, perhaps you've heard of me and my friends on the news. Professor Milo, gasp, JD. Knudsen? Is that you? Me, that's right, and your werewolf steroid gave me a whole new transformation. You can call me JD the Nocturnal, Defender of the Night. Rachel, tie him up and make sure he doesn't do anything funny. Rachel, you got it. Anthony came out and he was a black werewolf. I kick him in the face and send him crashing into the steps. We flew down and helped Batman. Me, are you alright, Bruce? Batman, yes. Thank to you, JD. But you're a werewolf. Me, I know. It was thanks to Professor Milo's werewolf steroid that I got this form. The light from the full moon awoke it and I look awesome as a werewolf. Clayface, we got problems, guys. We saw Anthony get up and he was coming at us. Batman, who is that werewolf? Me, that's Anthony Romulus. Professor Milo made him like this through the same formula that made me into a werewolf. I retained my humanity thanks to my powers, unlike him. Batman, shocked, that's Tony? Francis, I'm afraid so, Batman. Lincoln, I can cure him. Me, go for it, buddy. Lincoln, chance an incantation, Nukrani Myron Taika Fesmana. Lincoln fired a bolt of silver lightning and it hit Anthony head on and he was made human again and it cured him. Me, great job, buddy. Anthony woke up and I held my hand to him. Me, it's all right, Anthony. You've been cured now. It's over. Anthony, what? JD. Knudsen, is that you? Me, it is. Anthony, but you're a werewolf. Me, yes. Professor Milo's werewolf steroid made me this way. My powers allowed me to retain my humanity. I can now transform into this form at will. In this form I'm known as JD the Nocturnal, Defender of the Night. Anthony, that's amazing. Thank you all for saving me from being a werewolf. Lincoln, you are welcome Tony. I cured you with my lightning magic. Laney, Lincoln fired a bolt of silver lightning and it cured you. Batman, that's right. It's good that you're alright Tony. Anthony, thanks Batman. I'm sorry I tricked you. Batman, I know. It was because of Professor Milo. Me, now we can turn him over to the proper authorities. Also we're going after Roland Daggett. My phone rang and it was Lola calling. Me, hello? Lola, JD. I got the dirt on Daggett and it shows that he has done all kinds of criminal activity all over not just Gotham but the rest of the world. He's done it all. He stole a huge amount of money, stole chemical weapons, murder, fraud, and more, and he covered his tracks so the FBI, CIA and Interpol couldn't find him. I showed the dirt to said organizations and they're going after him now. Me, good work Lola. We're going to arrest him now. Hangs up, let's head out. We went over to Daggett's building and I kicked in the door and we faced him. Me, Roland Daggett I presume? Daggett, that's right. Who are you? Me, you've heard of me on the news. I changed back to my human form. Daggett, JD. Knudsen in the Louds. I've seen all of your achievements on the news from around the world. Me, it's mutual. I can change to my werewolf form at will now. Also I believe that you know Clayface here. Clayface, you ruined my life Daggett. It's because of you that I became like this. Daggett, so the Clay Avenger has come for some payback. Clayface, you may not know me now but perhaps you might know this face. Clayface became Matthew Hagen before the Renew. Daggett, it can't be. Matt? You're alive? Clayface, that's right. You did this to me and ruined my life. I'm now a shape-shifting monster because of you. Me, and now you will pay for it. I kick him in the face and knock him out. Me, that was easy. Too easy. He tried to get up and Francis had his flamethrower pointed at him. Daggett, please. Don't kill me. Francis, lowers flamethrower. Oh, you've got it all wrong. We're not gonna kill you. Daggett, you're not? Clayface, no. Grins evilly, but by the time J.D's done with you, you'll wish that we had. The FBI and Interpol busted in and arrested Daggett. Me, get him out of here. They took Daggett away. Maria, that takes care of that. Francis, Matt, you redeemed yourselves by helping us bring Daggett to justice. Would you like to join the Redemption Squad? Francis, I'm afraid we have to decline. Clayface, even though we got a taste of what it's like to be heroes, I'm afraid that we can't. Francis, we have to go and serve out the rest of our prison sentences. But it was fun working with you guys. How about we help you guys from the shadows whenever it's needed? Me, we understand and that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks buddy. We shake hands and they went back to their prisons. Batwoman, you did really good Max. She playfully punches Max. Max, thanks Francine. Roland Daggett was found guilty of his crimes and sentenced to eternity in the crematorium slam. He will never get out of that prison alive. Professor Milo was found guilty of his crimes and sentenced to life without parole in the Lake Vostok prison in Antarctica. The end. Another fanfiction complete. I got the idea for my JD the Nocturnal Werewolf transformation from one of my books I wrote at home. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for the lines for this chapter. Thanks man as usual. I saw Anthony Romulus become a werewolf and it was the scariest thing I saw in Batman. Professor Milo was no doubt one of the most cunning and corrupt scientists in the world. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.